Hey, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so what has been happening? Siege is lifted. Yay. So my guys have finally gotten outside. It's on pause while we're doing this, so they actually stuff gets done. And I'm doing things outside once more. Mostly roads. As you see here, I'm trying to concentrate on one side just to get it done. All this stuff. Doing the roads and moving stuff. That weapon trap got done. This one's being worked on. Got some down here. A couple more queued up. I'm gonna put like a statue on here, so when people come in, there's like a statue up there. I don't know. What was that interrupted by a? Remember there was something Kia, another Kia. So we're bringing in a lot of the ammo, and I will show you that in a minute. I didn't know we had Kias. That's really unfortunate. 4 Kias. Also, you'll notice we have guests. Yes, some of the stuff I said I was gonna set up, I set up, and I will show you that in a moment. In a bone-chilling moment. So we're finally like getting all the cage traps done, everything cleaned up out here as far as corpses go. Um, Roads are just about done. Just gotta do the ones like along the outside of this, and that's really about it. It's just that you got a lot of stuff to move. I constructed the walls totally around here, and there's a right here. There's a hatch, a door, some cage traps going up, so people can work up here still. And I'll figure out at a later point in time like what I'm going to do up here. So that's what that is. Everything's been smooth that I can smooth out here. I was doing smoothing for a couple levels. And the only things that got designated to be dumped, I think, are the ones over in this corner. Yeah. Just to have that going. Then we'll work on some of the other areas, section by section. Oh yeah, and stuff down here is still designated also. Alright, let's go down. Weapon traps are almost done. Looking like we got already some cave adaptation throwing up. That green stuff is vomit. Put some cage adaptating crap there. Alright, so anyway, we got doors, we got cage traps, we got this bridge here, which I've not yet, still haven't hooked up any of these other bridges. Yes, a guy with a Fey mood running in here with some sort of stone from way to hell outside. Some weapon traps, if those don't catch things. They're basically not doing the stuff I told them to do, are they? Items blocking sites. I'll work on that in a minute. Okay, this is all of our empty barrels. I may have said that last time. I don't remember. I set up a farmer's workshop up here for shearing because we do have a couple of animals I think we can shear. Let us do that. Now, spinning thread. I don't remember ever using this. Is that from sheep? Certain, I don't know. From the sheared stuff? I guess maybe you do it here. I don't know. At any rate, I won't worry about that right now. Still have everything being designated to be dumped as far as the wood goes. So that's still being worked on. All of our captured things are here, and I will show you that maybe later this episode, how I disarm these guys. There's one Kia in there. Do have some of those beak dogs or whatever the hell those things were from last time. And in order to get around, I don't even know if they ever fixed it or not, but I keep doing it out of force of habit, is in case we do want to do a military later on, that we want to, you're supposed to disable on ammo stockpiles, you're supposed to disable bins, because they don't, otherwise they don't grab them or something. I don't know. I know it's very unsanitary, but what are you going to do? It looks awful. I'd rather have everything all in one small stockpile. But at any rate, what else? They may have fixed that in one of those updates that I just wasn't aware of. No creature to shear. Okay, never mind. I thought I had stuff in there. I actually did set up the levers for all these other bridges. I just haven't connected them yet. It's not high on my priority list. Let's just double check here. Where are we at? The processing plants, doing meals, brewing drinks, getting more dogs and puppies. We'll start soon assigning those. It's like one of the turkeys got injured. We're in a very small confined space here. What is your problem, Mr. Turkey? Yeah, you got mauled pretty badly here. I don't know what's going on with that. I may need to start separating them. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Because they will fight, like if they're in a small confined space. We only have one injured turkey. And there's no veterinary skills yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. At any rate, oh, completely forgot. Remember we were setting up our Baron? Yeah, well, guess what? We had an announcement saying another Baron. Let's bring this up to Noble Screen. Onyx, this guy here, Olin Aerith, is the Baron of, well, it's Ring Post. You can't see it. But I set him up in a separate one. But apparently that's another site that our civilization owns. And he inherited that spot. So now we have two barons to, unfortunately, satisfy two people. Alright, this guy's getting leather now for that Fey mood. Okay. I'm just trying to keep an eye on him. Come on, are you going to start this mysterious construction here or what? Nope, still want more stuff. Alright, well, we have like a bone stockpile, like stuff with bones, skulls, and things that can be used for like the bone carver type dudes and stuff. Can I weave cloth from hair? Why? On repeat. And silk. I don't think any of that stuff is silk, but I'm going to put that in. No, we're not going to collect webs though. And one thing I got to keep checking is this miner keeps making those coats. Nope. And what about Onyx? He likes amulets, which are thankfully fairly easy. Make maces. I guess I could do that. I ignore her things for the anvils because I just refuse to do that. I could make a mace. I suppose I could at least. Weapon. And we do have silver, I think. So let's just make a mace. Just to satisfy her little urgings there. Okay, what else we doing? Let's do another reclaim on our massive quantum stockpile right here. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. All the new stuff. Yeah, and stuff I'm going to be adding. Now, I have not set up the squads yet. The military squads. But this is going to be their training room. And I left these open because I'm going to probably put maybe some weapon and armor and ammo stuff, stockpiles here too. Divide it up a little more. Alright, now over here is our library. Set up all those bookshelves there. We have tables and chairs. We do have some visiting people. We bought a lot of those codexes in one of those trading sessions. And I have the books are like right here on this finished docs pile. Just books only, or codexes. And this is for the sheets. So we have that. This is eventually going to be a prison area because we do have a person. Probably because two people now. Okay. Two people that violated, obviously, or they got blamed for violating those production orders that I won't do, the anvil ones. So I'm going to have to make some cells for people here. And this will probably be for whatever. I forget the name of the noble that does that. Is that Captain the Guard? I don't know. Might be Captain the Guard. Champion. I don't know. One of them. They'll demand an office, so I'll put them in there. In fact, why? Well, whoa, what happened? Oh, mysterious construction. All right, they had their stuff. Yay. While we're doing it, let's just smooth all this out. Let's do it. Let's get jiggy with it. Let's do it. All right, so we got that smoothing out. Now, unpause, please. Yes. I got more things, burial places to be dug out. I'm gonna make statues of each person's burial thing, and I already had one done that someone had done randomly of that Vicky. She used to be a private, then she was like a were creature. So that's what this one is. She's got her slab. She's got her own statue already made. That someone already randomly made. So now, so they're putting a lot of those goblin stock corpses down here in this corpse stockpile, which I'm not too happy with. I might have to separate that and make separate ones. I want only the dwarf stuff here. But we'll figure that out at a later point in time. What does she want now? Well, come on. Export of rings. Thankfully, I'm not doing the crafts this time around. Now we have our temple area set up. Remember we were doing that last time? I think we were doing it last time. I don't remember. Oh, wait. I, for the zones. I'm doing them one at a time. And so we have, I think, 13 deities in here. And I want to put a statue of each in one. So I'm sort of doing that little by little. And I'm using that lead for these coffers, because I guess you could put a coffer in, or container, coffers or something in these things. So um, let us bring this up. Can I see? Let's get this. Eater copper crested, Lao gate covers, and Zas the gem of crystals. Dun, 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 those are our deities. Ba 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 ba. All right, those are some of them. Actually, let me just set up the next one while we're here, and I'll show you how I do it, in case you're wondering how to set up a temple for separate people. Bam, it's a meeting area M, L, assign location. Obviously, we have these ones up there already, but we want to add location, so press A. Temple, T, and it tells you which deities we have. So we have 8 people who worship Eater, which we did the first 3 already. So Eater, I guess he represents mountains. Lao, gate covers is fortresses. Zas is metals. So we have Asen next. So he's got 9 worshippers, and he's got several things here. Apparently, he's controls the spheres over. So Asen will be there. And then I'll go up to Mr. I want a silver statue of Asen. Add furniture, silver statue, details D, related historical figure, filter F, and his name was Asen, A-S-E-N. Unfortunately, we got 1 billion, no, we got quite a few Asens here. Now we have just a plain Asen. Alright, that is the one I think. Is a deity of the dimpled girder. I think we're the dimpled girder. Let's just go through this real quickly, just to make sure there's not another. No, so these are just regular dwarfs, troglodytes, elves and stuff. So this one here, just plain Asen, that is the one we want. Male dwarf, form of a male dwarf, associated with jewels, minerals, trade, and wealth. That's our guy. That's what we want. Do that statue, my friend. Did you do the mace? Looks like you did the mace. So are you satisfied? No, because that's why she wanted the exporter rings done. All they do is change it. So almost sometimes it's like better to wait on those till like they start to get a little annoyed with you, just to, you know, save time or something. Also, they are doing some cloth then from the silk. I was wondering whether we had any. Probably the yarn, yes, because I know we had I pick up all the yarn and thread because they're relatively cheap. So let's make some stuff here. I'm making socks and shoes a lot. I already made like a whole row of shoes before, so let's make another row. I don't know what I don't really know. I don't really check my dwarves too often on that stuff, but like for instance, look at this guy, inventory. Most of his clothing is in bad shape, or hers. He's got a dress. I'll assume it's a female. This 1X, I think they'll still wear that when it's 1X, but when it gets like the 2X's on it, on the other side, I think that's when they discard it. So they're not running around, this one ain't running around naked yet, so I'm just going to check all these guys real quickly. While we got this screen up, some of them got damaged clothes, you can see, but personally, just to recover some of the frame rate stuff on this game, I would just get rid of the clothing and armor decay. I mean, I like realism and all that, but some things maybe just not have. Because it adds to a lot of like just rubbish and garbage in the base, and I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways that maybe they can recover frame rate things in this game. But obviously, there's a lot of problems with that. All right, so Why is that puppy got a big exclamation mark on him? What's wrong with you, puppy? Let's go to wounds. No, he's fine. Status. It's fine, I don't know. I don't pay attention to what those actually are. I'm not going to worry about it, though. Is he assigned here? Assuming he is. I think in the case of the dogs and stuff, they're automatically assigned to these things when they're born. But I don't know why they don't do that with the Pulse. That's why I like to check. Yeah, see all the puppies and dogs are assigned here. I didn't sign the puppies separate, so yeah, I was pretty sure about that. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, and the mayor, someone made a bunch. There's a bunch of statues made of her. She's been the mayor for a long time here. The appraisal chick. So, all right. Well, let's see. Obsidian amulet. The Allied Works, a obsidian amulet, an obsidian amulet. See, let's get the proper English there. All right, this. Oh wow, this is a big long description too. I guess I'll read it on here. This is an obsidian amulet. Crafted strip is of high quality. It is encrusted with round obsidian cockle bonds, decorated with sandpaper wood and encircled with bands of oval obsidian cockle bonds and copper. This object is adorned with hanging rings of silver and menaces with spikes of obsidian and cat leather. Spikes of cat leather? Okay. I don't get it, but okay. Leather. How can you make spikes out of leather? I don't know. All right. On the item is an image of Rithma Riddle Caves, the human, and Ijat growth duties, the sculptures of spring, the Hydra in pigtail. So a Hydra and a human. Ijat, the sculptor of springs, striking down, well, the human, I guess. The artwork relates to the killing of the human Rithmath, blah blah blah, and by the Hydra, blah blah blah. In trammeled bodice in the crude hills in the late spring of 101 during the rampage of the Hydra, blah blah blah. Okay, that's a mouthful. It's just the way it's worded. Sometimes it's confusing to read. On the item is an image of dwarfs in praise. All this on one little amulet. Okay, the dwarfs are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of Silvergold. Hey, us! By the celebrated wheels of the dimpled girder. Well, that answers our question. I forgot what civilization. In the year 177. There's an image of an oval cut gem in cat leather. All right, so we have some cat leather hanging off this amulet that's got a picture of an oval cut gem on it. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Just wonderful. I'm so happy for that. Well, our miners really haven't got a whole lot to do right now. No jobs, which is they finally get a break. Looks like these weapon traps are getting done too. That one got finished. Now we got to go around and unsuspend everything. For some reason, everything is all discombobulated here. Probably from the Kias. But there is a lot of stuff to move out of the way when you're trying to make those things. Anyway, I'm also going in individually on this and doing dump orders on the remaining arrows because they're not bringing them in because that stockpile is filled to the rim. So whenever I find arrows, and there's a lot of them strewn about here from our goblin friends, like I didn't do the ones all up here. I'm just going over it here with the K menu, hitting dump on them. Suppose I could do this like a mass dump anyway, but I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I just feel like doing it this way, right? Oh, those are already all designated anyway. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing it this way. That's like doing it individually. At least on stuff like this. Okay, so that's that. One more. There you go. Probably some I'm missing, but that's okay. Now, the hope is, oh, if you haven't noticed, our frame rates they seem to be recovering a little bit. They kind of dip down a little bit here and there, but I think it looks like, to me like they're coming back. They got a second wind. Sometimes. Let's get these last few here. There. Alright, so now we need more roads. I want to do them up here, but there's a lot of cancellation orders. Plus, I got those are designated to be dumped. I was hoping they'd get these done quicker, but obviously with frame rates being a little low still. I mean, we're in the 40s out here now, rather compared to what we were. So that's not bad. I mean, we're covering it a little bit. And I think once we get all this stuff down below, then we'll be cooking with butter. And I'm starting to build a platform here. I'm building out with the obsidian, because we have a lot of obsidian blocks. And I'm trying to save the diorite blocks for roads and walls. Sort of want to do it all on the same one, but we don't really have a whole lot of diorite left. We really didn't have a whole lot of diorite to begin with. So, yeah, so I'm just trying to conserve that. They are doing these. So I could probably do the rest of the roads with the diorite we do have. Yeah, I remember last time I was talking about our next fortress. I'm already thinking about it because I really want to maybe not wait as long and maybe do another one fairly soon after we finish this one. And I'm thinking a lot about the frame rates because, I mean, I know I was thinking about frame rate stuff with this one anyway, but I think next time, like we said, I'm going to do a small embark, a 1x1. But I'm also going to try and maybe play differently because I normally build things very big and grand, big rooms, not very efficient, but I'm almost thinking of doing like a base where I'm trying to be like ultra hyper efficient and stuff, which I really haven't done for quite a while. So I may try and do that, something like along those lines. So which are dumped, which aren't? If I remove the dump on this, I guess I could make the roads that are here, because they'll move that then, right? Right. Just say right, people. I'm wondering, I want to do more. I do want to do more on here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's do another weapon trap here. I mean, what the heck? This is the far end. I mean, it's just 10 trips back and forth for the guy. That's, that's a lot. So we still got a lot of these large rated copper discs. I did throw some of the goblins' weapons into a weapon trap too. And like I said before, I have a limited amount of time to shoot these episodes, and because of the frame rates and because it takes a long time, these episodes are going to probably be a little shorter now. Just like updates like this, like now, in a little bit here, I'm probably going to end this episode and most likely play off air for an hour or two, and tomorrow morning I'll shoot another episode. Let's actually just do all the weapon traps we really want up here now. Designate these while I'm doing this. Okay, let's go back below and see if they made that statue yet. Looks like they did. Build S statue. So we already have some of his worshippers in this room. Hit X for expanded details, and I think that's it right there in top. Yes. And if you're wondering what other things they're making statues of, these are it. Like the appraiser chicks already had two done on her. I don't know who this Akaba is. Private Busty. I wonder if she's still alive. Well, anyway, put the ace in one there. All right. Now, let's go over the... Actually, let's just go over these real quick. I don't think Private Busty's dead. That's just a guess. Okay. Yeah, she's still alive, whoever she is. Wherever she is. I guess if I could find her room, I would actually give her that statue. Okay, so what else do we need to do here? Well, I suppose we could do weave regular cloth, since that guy is doing a lot of that. Plant processing in that farmer's workshop. I thought we had shearing animals. I thought you could do the goats. I don't know why you can't do that. So, I really should look for that, huh? Well, let's see here. Let's actually start assigning some of these things here. Let's see. This one. Use lever. Alright. Add task. Go to bridge. Well, that's the one's already linked. So let's go to this one. I probably will know these anyway, but just to make sure. I like to have like an order. So this is the furthest in, the next one in, the next one in. Oh, this is the furthest in, then you're going out. So that's the furthest out. And I did a smooth on this one here, so that's the one in the middle. I know that's the one that just for a frame of reference. Doctors are visiting. You know, one thing I want to do, and I may do it in the next episode. It might not be an actual action-packed episode. It'll be like, let's read our codexes, or what are in the codexes. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking maybe I might do that. And even maybe looking at some of the engravings on the walls in our nobles' rooms here. There's a bunch of things we could be doing. Just like looking at the little details and things that we have in this fort. I think would add something to the experience. So you get totally immersed in bullcrap like that. Okay. He's an imposing ban, yay. Bans I can deal with. But we'll see. Alright, let's see. Can you actually see what's in the bookcase? Copy of Wisdom. There we go. View that. This book's called Wisdom. So, turkey parchment scroll. The rollers are made with rhyolite. Written on the item is a short story entitled Wisdom, authored by Shodak Body Breach. The work has no particular subject. The writing is somewhat showy. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Okay. Like, for instance, this is a codex, but is there anything in it? Well-crafted graphite-bound codex. The written portion consists of one-page essay entitled The Study of Anina Borpelt, authored by Anina Borpelt. It concerns the authoring of the moment and sheens by the elf Enia Borpelt in Faint Labors in the mid-autumn of 148. The writing is reasonably serious. It is forceful. Overall, the prose is amateur at best. Yeah, okay, and what about the other one here? It's a native gold-bound codex. It is studded with iron. Wow, this is a nice one. The written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled Introductions to Fruity Help, authored by Raji Clapnamed. It concerns the hamlet Fruity Help. Fruity Help. The writing is quite touching. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. Oh well. Fruity Help. Here we go. We got 3 of them. Let's just... this will at least satisfy our little desires here. Wolverine Parchment Scroll. The roll is made with marble. Written in is a guide entitled The Town. Further Musings, authored by Konu Chestnut Banners. Concerns the town Lime Twist? Or Limit Twist? Lime Twist. Sorry. The writing is completely serious overall. The prose is amateurish at best. Oops. Take a look at this one. Calcite bound codex. The object messes with spikes of sunstone and milk opal. An image of a forgotten beast in turquoise. The written portion consists of a one-page essay entitled The Study of Enya Borpelt. Again, the same one. Actually, that looks like the exact same one. This must be a really pretty popular item. Oh well. This one is a hematite-bound codex. It's got some dolomite chocobons on them or whatever. On the item is a well-designed image of Azu's keynote, the dwarf and dwarfs in Melanite. Azu's key noble. Ava's key noble is surrounded by the dwarves. Artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Avas to the position of queen in the dimpled girder. That's our civilization, folks. Our queen. In 26, so that's quite a while ago. She was okay. So the written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled "The Town: Further Musings." It's the same one. Now, why do they have Lime Twist? A story about this town called Lime Twist for a second time now. Why would you have the dwarfs on it? Unless that town is a dwarven town, I don't know. That's just a guess. Now I can't see any other ones. Let's just take a look. There might be some in this box. No, apparently not. Okay. So that's it, guys. Those are our codexes. I thought I bought more though. I'm gonna keep buying codexes from these trade caravans. In fact, just to make sure we have enough money for that. I have been making a lot of wooden spiked balls, but I just want to make sure I got basically infinite money because I want to keep buying those. Oh yeah, I have wood barrels and bins on repeat. How is that stockpile, by the way? See, I'm still not even being able to stay caught up with what's being made. So, oh, petitions available. But I don't have any actual rooms assigned for... So, Kadol... Which is to reside there for purpose of study. Don't I need to assign a room to the zone? Yeah, I do. Yeah, the problem is I don't have any... Well, wait, I do have rooms. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so assign location. Library of Urns? I mean, I guess we could have him stay. Let me just double check that is the library's name. Yeah, the Library of Urns. Okay, so we have one room associated with that. For the purposes of study, Kadol wants to stay. I will approve your petition. There you go. You happy now? I mean, you're completely useless, but apparently he's going to live here. Alright, so yeah, I guess I will end this episode, folks. I do apologize. Last episode, and I did have some problems. I had some audio problems, and I think I recorded this with a headset. It was rather expensive for this headset microphone thing. So I'm hoping not to buy another one, but when I plugged it in for this episode, it gave me some problems. So hopefully it recorded the audio okay for this one, but I don't know if it did. So apologies, it only did it on one track last time, mono. So that means like one of the sides is cutting out. I don't really know exactly how you, like, if you can copy the I don't know. Well, anyway, it's just the way the audio is recorded. Something is wrong, and with this thing. I have a Blue Yeti microphone, but last time I used it when I first bought it years ago, it just really didn't give me the really good sound. It sounded really kind of muffled. So If worse comes to worse, I guess I could try and use that. It's just that the audio for that is going to be pretty terrible, and I don't have a pop filter. I don't have one of those things that have it kind of on a, what do you call those things? I don't even know what you call them. Those where you mount it onto a stand where it kind of connects to the desk, so you can hang it close to your face so you can talk into it. I don't really have one of those either. So, and I've really never played with something like that in front of my face like that. I don't know how well I'd be able to handle that with that kind of being in my face and all. But if my audio issues continue, I'm not going to record episodes where I only have mono audio. If it becomes a continuous problem, so it's something I'm going to have to look into. I'm not really making much money off this YouTube thing, so in case you're wondering whether I can just like get the money and just go buy another headset like this, I really can't. As much as I'd like to, but uh, it's obviously a matter of either the connector into the computer or the actual headset connector or maybe the wire. I don't really know. I can just guess, but I guess I've been rambling enough this episode, so that's enough for now. So I'm also going to probably do more of these walls here. See how I got this? So I'm hoping to do more walls so to kind of direct traffic into these weapon traps. And it does work because they will kind of path that way. So I might do some like here eventually. I don't know. But we'll make some choke points so that they're forced to go through areas where there are weapon traps or cage traps or something. So that's something else I'm going to be working on in between. Not to mention just the assigning of all the rest of the roads here. I want to get the roads done. And then I want to get all this stuff down below. And once that's done, then I can work on this platform a little more focusedly. But we're gonna right now. I'm just making like a big frickin' square thing here, building it out little by little, and it will just go out, and we'll make like an elaborate system of ladders or something leading up. I don't know. That's quite a few levels to do that, so that's gonna take a while. So I don't think it'll be done by next episode, but that's a little tedious when you have to do that. Oh, and it's summer and we're done. Goodbye.